Failures can be devastating. Shortly before the birth of my second child, I unexpectedly lost my company's only other employee under tragic circumstances. It was a tumultuous time, to say the least. I scrambled to perform and deliver for my clients, but ultimately, I experienced some painful failures, and I let a number of clients down. The workload that was spread between two employees now rested squarely on my 8-month pregnant shoulders. I was managing the construction project of a medical office building for a physician group client, and the completion date was a mere 5 weeks away. Another client was in the final stages of recruiting a new physician and was revising its employment contract model. During this time, I dropped a few balls, I missed deadlines, and I struggled to keep afloat. 72 hours after the birth of my son, I was back in the office to meet a client's payroll audit deadline. I performed a construction punch list with a sleeping newborn in tow. Many of my clients were incredibly understanding and accommodating, but a few were less tolerant. Not delivering on a promise is unacceptable to me because I'm a driven, type A person. My credibility and my company's reputation are my livelihood. 4 months later, I added 2 new colleagues to the team, and my business started to experience tremendous growth. In fact, we were in the incredibly fortunate position of being able to double the staff size again to meet demand. But the residual impact of my recent failures remained, for me and in me. Instead of finding the positive in these experiences and then moving past the negative, I allowed those fairly insignificant failures to linger and mushroom. They psychologically devastated me. I felt like a complete failure. My self-worth took a very significant hit. So just as my business was starting to gain remarkable traction, I was losing ground. I wasn't myself, and more important, I wasn't the leader that my company needed at the time. Despite our growth, I started to make decisions based on emotion. I lost objectivity. I allowed one significant event to grab hold of me and let it dictate everything when circumstances demanded stellar, committed, confident leadership. This arena that I was in taught me the critical value of my circle. I was tempted to withdraw and hide, feeling shame for not having been everything that my company needed. Instead, I sought counsel from a mentor and a few very trusted colleagues who encouraged me and helped me to find the courage to continue on. Now, I know that failures don't define us, and failures certainly aren't final if you don't let them become the be-all end-all. That truth, my friends, is much easier said than lived. Unfortunate circumstances resulting in mistakes are as inevitable as taxes. Heck yes, they hurt, but you've got to keep going regardless. Don't allow them to bring you down, not for a long time at least, because out of these challenges come opportunities to rise above in a way that perhaps wouldn't have been possible had you not developed the fortitude that will result from a major setback. So my friends, if you find yourself in a valley in your life, pause, look, and reach. Pause to reflect. Find your breath, don't panic, take some time, and allow your upper brain to engage. Look for a lesson. You may not be able to see it right away, but almost every adversity or challenge in our life can be formative. Negatively or positively, it's usually our choice. Last, reach out. Lean on a friend. Resist the urge to isolate yourself. Seek the counsel of your circle of colleagues and mentors who can provide the objectivity and encouragement that you need and that will sustain you.